It's time for Talking Shit. Hi, everybody. I'm DeAndre. It's 10/13/2016, and Donald Trump is a groper. Apparently, there are several women who are coming out to the New York Times and to the People magazine folk about Trump's alleged history of grabbing and groping and kissing and doing what he said he would do on the bus. He said with Billy Bush and a hot mic a few days ago that he would move in on him like a bitch and grab him by the pussy. And apparently, there are women coming forward who said that Donald Trump has, quote, moved in on them like a bitch and has been trying to grab them by the pussy. Yep. I'm sorry, it's not funny to laugh at rape and assault, but the idea that we're going to believe the accusers of Bill Clinton, but we're not going to believe the accusers of Donald Trump doesn't seem accurate or professional in regards to journalism. And I believe that Donald Trump is a demagogue. I believe that Joe Scarborough supports this man. I believe that Joe is constantly trolling and trying to dig him out of this hole of not winning this election. I believe that Joe has a hidden agenda. I believe that Joe has his own political future at hand. I believe that Joe Scarborough is trying to protect this man. I believe that Joe Scarborough is sort of a Putin in the overall plan. I believe that Joe Scarborough is not trustworthy and is not a real newsman. I believe that Joe Scarborough has turned the Morning Joe show into a Donald Trump pack sideshow. I believe that Morning Joe is using anything in his power to try to create some and create a future political tower for himself. I believe that Joe Scarborough is being dishonest about his reporting of events versus Clinton versus Gore, versus Donald Trump. I believe that Joe Scarborough is a Republican and is pissed off because his party is in flames and he has not really used his power, and so he somewhat can be blamed. I believe that Joe Scarborough is in trouble. I believe that it's a bad idea to talk shit about your employer. I believe that Donald Trump was fired, Billy Bush was fired, and I believe that his ass can be next if he don't watch what the fuck he's saying behind that desk. Because NBC don't play, and at the end of the day, they're going to have it their way. Just as some of the people who've gotten in their way. You know, Brian Williams put his foot in his mouth and got his job almost coming out of his asshole and barely made it through it. NBC does not fuck around when things are real fluid. That's all the time. That's all the time we have now this morning. Keep an eye out for the bullshit because the woman is coming and the woman is going to win. She's going to win. She's going to win. She's going to win the election. I didn't believe that Obama was going to win, but now there's just no other direction. She's going to win. She's going to win the election. We're about to have the first female president in the history of the country. History is on her side. I believe that the GOP better tuck and roll and go rebuild their pride. This woman has ruined their stride. Donald Trump is bringing down this horrible emotional ride. It's been a really interesting year, to say the least. Anyway, I just like how Fox News ain't got shit to do with nothing, but they landed on the side of bullshit. So that's legit. And by the way, fuck Fox News.